Okay, so Lesson 80 of A Course in Miracles. Let me recognize my problems have been solved. If you are willing to recognize your problems, you will recognize that you have no problems. Your one central problem has been answered, and you have no other. Therefore, you must be at peace. Salvation thus depends on recognizing this one problem and understanding that it has been solved. One problem, one solution. Salvation is accomplished. Freedom from conflict has been given you. Accept that fact and you're ready to take your place in God's plan for salvation. Your only problem has been solved. Repeat this over and over to yourself today with gratitude and conviction. You have recognized your only problem, opening the way for the Holy Spirit to give you God's answer. You have laid deception aside and seen the light of truth. You have accepted salvation for yourself by bringing the problem to the answer, and you can recognize the answer because the problem has been identified. You are entitled to peace today. A problem that has been resolved cannot trouble you. Only be certain you do not forget that all problems are the same. Their many forms will not deceive you while you remember this. Yes, well, I really like the Course when it mentions that the many forms will not deceive you. So all problems occur in consciousness when any type of form is identified with it. So if there is identification or interest or hooking in to thoughts, images, memories, the body, location of the body, sensations in the body, if there is that identification, in that moment it can seem like there is a problem. So all problems are released when there is a release of the identification or the letting go of any type of form which is held in consciousness, like a thought, image, sensation in the body, a location. On a more subtle level, even the tracking of time. Something is aware of time passing, and if this is released, then not even time is a problem. If all identification, hooking in, or letting go, or interest in the body is released, then the body cannot be a problem, or what's going on in the body cannot be a problem. If thoughts are released, then thoughts cannot be a problem. So you just enter that place, that timeless eternal place where there are no problems. And now it's like the oneness with the universe unfolding, without the individual identity being in the way. So carrying on with the lesson, so one problem, one solution. Accept the peace this simple statement brings. In our longer practice periods today, we will claim the peace that must be ours when the problem and the answer have been brought together. The problem must be gone because God's answer cannot fail. Having recognized one, you have recognized the other. The solution is inherent in the problem. You are answered and have accepted the answer. You are saved. Now let the peace that your acceptance brings be given you. Close your eyes and receive your reward. Recognize that your problems have been solved. Recognize that you are out of conflict, free and at peace. Above all, remember that you have one problem, and that one problem has one solution. It is in this that the simplicity of salvation lies. So just to reiterate again, that one problem, any problem that you face in your awareness, is some kind of relationship or hooking into or identification or projected meaning with any type of thought passing, image, memory, any kind of identification or hooking or interest with the body or the sensations within the body. So and especially when this is significant, or the Course would call significantly special, then there is a disturbance or the emergence of seeming problems start to exist. So it is because of this that it is guaranteed to work. Assure yourself often today that your problems have been solved. Repeat the idea with deep conviction as frequently as possible, and be particularly sure to apply the idea for today to any specific problem that may arise. Say quickly, "Let me recognize this problem has been solved." Let us be determined not to collect grievances today. Well, grievances are just thoughts or repeating thoughts or stories that are identified with or made special and therefore tend to be repetitive in consciousness. So hence the Course is making the statement not to hold on to any grievance or resentment or anger today. So let us be determined to be free of problems that do not exist. This is also a lovely statement. Of course, if you stop identifying or you stop holding meaning or projection around anything, the body or thoughts or whatever's going on, memories, or the outside world, then of course these problems cannot exist. So the means is simple honesty. Do not deceive yourself about what the problem is, and you must recognize it has been solved.